You've probably already bought the wrong ant killer. I don't mean that as some dramatic YouTube opener. I mean statistically, if you're watching this video, there is a product sitting under your kitchen sink right now that is either doing absolutely nothing or actively making your ant problem worse. And I know that because I spent an embarrassing amount of time pulling EPA registration data, reading university entomology studies, and going through FTC enforcement records to figure out why most ant products on store shelves are essentially expensive garbage. So if you've already spent $30 or $40 and the ants are still marching across your counter, that's not your fault. You bought what the packaging told you to buy. The packaging lied. I'm going to walk you through 4 products that are a complete waste of money and then 3 that will actually solve the problem. And the first one on the waste list is going to sting because it's the one almost everyone grabs first. Raid Ant and Roach Spray. The big can with the aggressive font that says kills on contact. And it does kill on contact. That part is true. The problem is that the ants you see walking around your kitchen represent somewhere between 5 and 10% of the actual colony. The queen is somewhere behind your walls or under your foundation, laying up to 60 eggs a day, and she has never once walked across your countertop. So when you spray that line of ants with Raid, which contains imiprothrin at 0.060% and cypermethrin at 0.100%, the surviving ants detect the chemical and do something entomologists call budding. The colony fragments. Reproductive ants split off and established new satellite nests in different parts of your house. You had 1 colony. Now you might have 3. I personally think this is the single most important thing in this entire video, because it means the product you probably reach for first is literally the worst possible choice. Even Raid's own website quietly recommends using baits alongside their sprays, which tells you everything. Pay attention to this next one, because it explains everything about why the pest control aisle feels like a scam. Ultrasonic pest repellers, those little plug-in boxes that claim to emit high-frequency sound waves that drive insects away. The Federal Trade Commission has been going after these companies for decades. In 2001, the FTC sent warning letters to more than 60 manufacturers and retailers. They took legal action against Lentek International out of Orlando, who settled charges in 2003. They went after Global Instruments in Missouri, the company behind the Riddex brand on QVC. A 2002 Kansas State University study tested 3 commercial devices against ants and found all 3 completely ineffective. A class action against Bell & Howell included photos of rodents sleeping on top of active units. These do nothing. If you have one plugged in, unplug it. Peppermint oil spray. This one is more nuanced because peppermint oil does contain menthol and menthone, which genuinely overwhelm ant chemoreceptors and disrupt pheromone trails. A 2020 study in the Journal of Economic Entomology confirmed it repelled ants from nesting in plant pots for up to 15 weeks. Sounds great, right? The ants didn't die. They moved somewhere else. The scent fades within 3 to 5 days and requires constant reapplication, and no peer-reviewed study has ever demonstrated colony elimination from peppermint oil. Repelling ants away from one spot is not the same as solving an infestation, and I feel like nobody making those TikTok videos about natural pest control wants to have that conversation. And finally, cinnamon and chalk lines. Folk remedies that your neighbor swears by. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, which does irritate ant antennae, and a chalk line does temporarily break a pheromone trail. A study in the Journal of Economic Entomology tested cinnamon against Argentine ants and confirmed the ants simply stopped walking where the scent was strongest. They walked somewhere else. Airflow and foot traffic wipe out the volatile oils within minutes. And one safety note on so-called Chinese insecticide chalk, those unmarked sticks illegally imported from China actually contain deltamethrin disguised as regular chalk, and the EPA has warned they pose real poisoning risks to children. Stay away from those entirely. If you're getting value from this, hit subscribe. I break down products like this every week so you stop wasting money on things that don't work. Alright, so here's where things get good. 3 products that actually eliminate ant colonies, and the total cost for all 3 together is under $50. Terro T300 liquid ant bait. This is a $6 product that has been destroying ant colonies since the 1980s. The active ingredient is sodium tetraborate decahydrate, which is borax, at 5.40% concentration mixed into a sugar water solution. EPA registration, number 149-8. The borax concentration is specifically calibrated so that worker ants survive long enough to carry the bait back to the nest, where they share it mouth to mouth with other ants, larvae, and the queen through a process called trophallaxis. The borax slowly destroys their digestive systems over 24 to 48 hours. Full colony elimination takes up to 2 weeks. The counterintuitive part that trips people up: you will see more ants in the first day or two after placing the bait. That means it's working. The workers are recruiting others to the food source. A 6-pack costs $5.48 at Home Depot. I am genuinely baffled that anyone buys anything else before trying this. Advion Ant Gel Bait. This is my personal favorite, and the reason is simple. This is the exact product license pest control operators use when they charge you $250 for a service call. Same EPA registration, same formulation, same tubes. EPA registration, 100-1498, manufactured by Syngenta. The active ingredient is indoxacarb at 0.05%, classified by the EPA as reduced risk because it's over 1,000 times more toxic to insects than mammals. Indoxacarb is what's called a pro-insecticide. It's not fully active when the ant eats it. Insect enzymes convert it into a more potent compound that blocks sodium channels in nerve cells. This delayed activation gives foraging ants time to share the bait throughout the colony before anyone starts dying. A 4-tube pack runs $20 to $35 on Amazon. When your exterminator charges you $300, a big chunk of what they're doing is applying this gel in cracks around your kitchen. Now you can do the same thing for the cost of lunch. Ortho Home Defense Insect Killer Granules. This works differently. It's not a bait, it's a perimeter barrier. The active ingredient is bifenthrin at 0.115%, a synthetic pyrethroid that binds to soil and creates a chemical kill zone around your foundation. You spread granules in a 2-foot band around the perimeter, water them in, and any crawling insect that crosses that line picks up a lethal dose. The barrier lasts 90 days. A 2.5-pound bag costs $9.99 at Home Depot and treats most homes. This won't kill an established colony inside your walls, that's what the Terro and Advion are for, but it stops new ants from getting in. So the complete playbook is Terro baits. Inside near active trails, Advion gel in cracks and entry points, Ortho granules around your foundation outside. Total cost, roughly $35 to $50. Total cost of an exterminator doing essentially the same thing, $250 to $300 per visit. The pattern is consistent. Things that work deliver a slow-acting poison into the colony through the ant's own food-sharing behavior or create a chemical barrier that lasts months. Things that fail address the 5% of ants you can see while ignoring the 95% you can't. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, subscribe.